costumes rentals.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a quick little news video for this weekend. The tail end of this weekend will probably be coming out tonight. This will be filmed during the day. Time travel, but like the most boring kind, because it's just going through the day. Anyway, just two little tidbits of news I wanted to talk about. One is there is going to be a little fan film type deal. I think it's got to be in some way cleared officially because they're using, you know, official people in costumes and stuff. But it's starring Sierra Hanna and Brendan, is it Majera? Tyler from Dino Charge. There's been pictures going around from it, like around this week, last couple weeks or something like that. I kept not being sure where they were coming from. I thought, oh, maybe this is also from the crossover, because I think Sierra Hanna was on the list of rumored, firmed people for the list, or it was somehow Brennan was in the Street Fighter thing, but it was something totally different, which I also kind of heard about, but I'm just kind of confused because I'm the dumbest boy in school. But it's like a fan film, basically totally separate from those two, just sort of a fun little team up from those two called Dino Mega Charge. The name of the channel here, it's Hyperdrive Picks. It looks like it says Hyperdrive Pies on my, that's something totally different. That's like really delicious pies they eat on the ship during Hyperforce, you know, Hyper Pies. But no, Hyperdrive Picks, I don't know if he likes to go by his name or because it's the first time I've come across him. But I'll link the trailer in the description. It might not be there right away, just take it easy, man. I'm a very slow mover. But yeah, it just looks to be like a fun little film between, like, you know, the two of them facing a threat. There's like some putties in there. I think what's supposed to be the Wizard of Deception. You know, it's nothing like too huge, like, oh my god, this is a huge crossover, but I think it's a fun little thing, kind of along the lines of, you know, the, I just said it, Street Fighter thing. It's kind of just like a fun little thing we'll be able to watch in between waiting for, like, all the major Hasbro stuff. We're getting all kinds of fun little things like that. So I think it'll be fun to see those two characters together. It'll be interesting to see if, you know, if they may have any lines in there about, like, how they're meeting because they're from different worlds, you know, because Gia's from the main timeline and Tyler's from the Dino Charge timeline, or Earth, Dino Earth, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that's pretty neat. You know, it's just a fun little thing. We can make all the more dad jokes about, like, you know, Gia getting on Tyler's case because he's just looking for his dad. Like, he just thinks everyone's his dad. But yeah, anyway. The only other little bit of news was a little bit of news, just the word little bit I think is just prominent in this video, about the Lupin Patranger movie. It's just that we're getting a tricolor version of the Lupin Rangers. You know, we have Patra, is it Hugo? We haven't used it in a while. Hugo, Patra and Hugo. You know, when they all combine together and form like the tricolored version. We're getting a Lupin Ranger version of that. They're using the little, well, keep putting names today. The Good Striker repaint. You know, I think to activate this, and it creates Lupin Tri Color, which is, you know, as you'd expect, the 3 Lupin Ranger colors together. I kind of dig it, kind of, not don't, but just kind of like, somewhere between kind of like it and just kind of in the middle. Like, I think it's neat that we're getting it. I kind of assumed at some point we would see something like this. Just, it made sense that they would try it, you know, whether it would be a fun one-off in an episode, or a movie, or some sort of, you know, Hyper Battle DVD, or some, like, one-off fun thing, or something, when Sentai just shows up in a Rider movie. I don't know. I just assumed we would see it, so I'm glad we're getting to see it. Who knows if it'll make its way into the show? Probably. It seems like something we might see in an episode. But it does look kind of weird. I don't think it works quite as well as the Pat Rangers one, but it still looks kind of neat. It just kind of reminds me of, like, a combination of, like, a jester and, like, just somebody that's gonna throw cards at you. Maybe that's, like, one and the same. But yeah, that's kind of neat. I dig it. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie next year when we get to see it and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just some short little news. I didn't want to devote one video to each of these. But when the film comes out, I'll do a little video about it for sure. And again, I will link in the bottom to the little teaser trailer, just like a little less than 30 seconds, I think. And again, it might not be there right away, guys. I'm Dawson, remember? Anyway, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring the bell so you can get the notifications for all my videos. Notifications, not notications. That seems like it should also be a word. Anyway, signing out.